In this video, we are going to make top-down movement using Unity, and I am going to try and explain it as nicely as I can. Welcome to Tutorial Diary. I am Yash from Game Developer Diary. So let's begin the tutorial. So to handle the movement, we are going to make two float variables. One will be horizontal move and the other one will be vertical move. So now that we have the two variables, we will make them equal to the respective axis. So horizontal move will be equal to the horizontal axis and vertical move will be equal to the vertical axis. So let me tell you how this works. Let's take that the vertical line is the vertical axis and the horizontal line is the horizontal axis. So if the player presses W, he will travel towards 1 on the vertical axis. So he will travel towards 1. And same, if he presses S, he will travel towards -1 on the vertical axis. If he presses A, he will go to 1 on the horizontal axis. And same if he presses D. So to go between them both, the player will have to press W as well as D. So what this will do is that our script will pick a middle point between 1 and -1 and our player will go towards that point. So now that you have the understanding of this, let's write some real code. So I have a very basic scene set up here, not a lot of stuff, just a bit of trees, rocks and the player. So we are going to make this player move around the ground. So this space feels a little too crammed up, so let's make it bigger so that we have more space for our player to go. So that looks cool. So now let's write the script. So on the player I have this script called move, so I have just added it. If we go here, there is absolutely nothing in the script, so we are going to write it. So as I said, let's make two variables called horizontal move and vertical move. So horizontal move and vertical move, and then we are going to make a rigid body 2D called RB. So we basically need the rigid body for the position of our player, so it applies physics whenever we move, so we require rigid body instead of transforms position. So we are going to quickly go and add a rigid body 2D. We are going to make the gravity to be 0 because we don't want the player to fall down. Then we are going to also add a capsule collider, and we are going to make him his size. So I am going to make him a bit big. There we go. The collider does not affect for now, but we should add the collider if we want him to collide with things. So I have added the collider. Now let's get back to the script. So here in the update function, we are going to make vertical move equal to input dot get axis, and the axis we are looking for is the vertical axis as I just explained, and horizontal move to be equal to horizontal. Don't forget to make the start ones capital, so H and V capital, or this will not work. So now we are going to make the rigid body's velocity, that is the speed of the rigid body, be equal to a new vector 2. So as I had explained, and on the X position of the player we are going to put horizontal. So X position is basically the horizontal position, so from left to right or right to left, and the Y position is basically the vertical position. So after that is done, our player will go very slowly. So if we move him, he will go very slowly. But before we need to put the rigid body in here. Don't forget that. And then if we move him, he will go pretty slowly. So he will barely move. So we don't want that. We don't want him to be so slow. So what we are going to do is we will make another variable called speed, and this will be responsible for, yeah, you got it right, speed, of course. So we are going to multiply it by speed. So if it is basically 1 and our speed is basically something like 40, it will be 1 into 40, that is 40 itself. It is minus 1, then it will be minus 40, but anyways you get the idea. I'm going to make it 5. Yeah, now it is cool. So that was basically it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. We made pretty epic work. We made the character move. In the next video we are going to do a bit of animations. So we are not going to make too fancy animations, but we are going to make some animations. So consider subscribing to get a notification when my next video comes out, so that you can be the first one to watch it. So anyways guys, that was it for me. That was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe if you have not. And if you want my channel to grow, just click that like button down there. And that's it. Bye.